Hey Pisces gang, this is your relationship reading. We are going to read for you if you have Pisces in your sun, moon, rising / ascendant, or Venus placement. And if you don't know that information, you can get a free natal chart by following the link in my description box below this video. And you will also see information of how to book a personal reading. I am running a promotion right now though, so you might want to look over in my community section. You can see when the deadline is and how to take advantage of the promotional pricing that I have in celebration of Valentine's week, right? So with that being said, if you haven't already done so, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. The likes and comments, y'all, below the video means so much, particularly to those of us who are kind of new on YouTube. Okay, not necessarily new to reading, but new to YouTube. So at any rate, with that being said, Pisces, here's what we're going to do. We're going to read your person's energy, your energy, and the probable outcome, and discuss. Okay, this is going to be like a mini reading, okay, not a detailed reading. So if you want to hit me up for details about your situation, certainly you can do so for a personal reading. But anyway, let's get started, Pisces gang. Let's get started. All right, your person's energy. All right. All right. Interesting, in your energy, you pulled your own card, Pisces, so it is kind of interesting. All right, well, let's take a look at this thing. All right, I see some challenges here, quite a few, honestly, okay? All right, I think what we're going to do, let's look at your energy first, okay, Pisces? All right, here's the thing. By the way, I'll just start the zodiac signs real quick for what it's worth. You have, of course, Pisces, so you may be dealing with another Pisces. You have Aries, you have fire, water, fire. So, okay, that's 6 of the 12 zodiac signs, okay? So this is why I often say that zodiac signs don't mean so much. But okay, let's talk about your energy. All right, here you go. You've got the Moon card, the 7 of Cups, and the Hanging Man. All right, this being, you know, the majors are always more important, but they all are basically telling me the same thing. All right, you're in limbo, first of all, feeling a lot of uncertainty, and many times this can speak to illusion with the moon like this, okay? Very much overwhelmed and pondering options right now. Okay, probably at a crossroads, kind of feeling just not knowing which direction to take, really feeling in limbo, but really pondering what action you should take. And this certainly speaks to outcomes not being set in stone. Okay, the 7 of Cups, okay? Overwhelmed many times, okay? The Moon card is all about illusions, things not being known, things that need to come to light, not believing everything that you hear, see, and think, but again, going by your intuition and trusting your intuition to make decisions, okay? Well, let's just take we're going to dissect this thing in a little bit more detail, Pisces. All right, it's kind of interesting because you have the 5 of Wands here and the King of Wands in reverse, okay? You know, but you do have the Empress in the upright. Now, let's talk about this thing. Some of you felt like, or, you know, some of you may have made a long-term commitment with a person. This is your person's energy, by the way. Or maybe they're just wanting, you know, a long-term commitment. This could go either way. This could be pregnancy as well. Okay, so take what resonates. But certainly it's a marriage card, nurturer, long-term potential kind of card. Okay, very, you know, promising. As far as what it talks about marriage, nurturing, and that sort of thing. So, you know, it could be very well be that at times your person really, there's happiness here, okay? At other times, there's a lot that's hidden, okay? And we certainly speak to that with the Moon card and your energy. But the King of Wands, a hidden energy many times, sometimes very controlling and, you know, can be dominating, but certainly a lot of indecision and doubt here associated with this card as well, okay? Just kind of being stuck in the decision-making. Inaction. Okay, Kings, many times when they're in reverse like that, can certainly speak to immaturity. But here we have the 5 of Wands, a lot of conflict and struggle, okay? 5 of Wands, okay? competitiveness, okay, and really, often at other people's expense, like, the competitiveness. I don't really care if it hurts you. I'm gonna win kind of mentality. Can often speak to a lot of people in the mix, possibly. Could be a third party, but at any rate, mainly what this speaks to is people fighting and they don't even know what they're fighting about anymore. A lot of struggles, okay? And this is in your this again is in your person's energy. Have there been happy times? Yeah, I think so. Okay, obviously, or you probably wouldn't be, kind of stuck in that's probably why you're stuck in the decision-making process, because there have been times that they were good. But then these times and these times really have you pondering your options and making you feel in limbo about this whole thing, okay? So there you go. All right, now let's move forward in this thing. All right, so what is the probable outcome, Pisces? Let's just discuss, okay? All right. It's like this. Here's what I'm getting from this. No card in the tarot is good or bad. It just depends on how it all comes out. So let's just discuss. Knight of Cups in the reverse, Eight of Wands, and the World reversed, okay? Knight of Cups in the reverse is many times somebody not taking responsibility for what they're doing, okay? Certainly can speak to emotional unavailability, being cold, and things really going by the wayside, as can the World, okay? The World in the reverse, more often than not, speaks to completion, okay? A lack of happiness, really just, immaturity, not doing daily energy work such that they are, progressing along in their path, okay, spiritually and otherwise, okay, and growth, okay. The Eight of Wands in the upright is kind of an interesting card because it is, the literal meaning of the card is speedy action after a delay. Now, it can speak to distance, okay, and travel. A swift unfolding of events is many times what that card speaks to, okay? So here's what I think. This is what I'm going to predict for this thing. Now, energies can change, and you can change them, and the other person can. If you both come together and work on this, then you can avoid what I'm about to predict. But here's the path. Here is energetically where you are headed. Okay. Right now, you're really in limbo and you're pondering your options on this thing, okay? There's a lot of unknowns, okay? A lot of, things that are hidden, right? Maybe even a little bit of deception here. There's some struggles and conflict, okay? Now, there is a delay right now, and the Eight of Wands certainly talks about delays, and it talks about something coming real fast after a delay. It just doesn't say what. Well, here are the two cards that were right beside it. So after a delay, this thing is going to crumble. That's the path that it's headed on. Okay, now, can you change it? Not by yourself, but you and the other person can together. Okay, that's the thing about a relationship. You cannot control what the other person does, nor should you try. Okay, that's toxic and healthy. Now, what you can do is fix you. Okay, and you can make decisions to, you can literally have a heart-to-heart with this person and see, if they're willing to not only talk the talk, but walk the walk every day, all day. And, but otherwise, you can take this action right here and then move along and fix you, okay, where you won't attract this kind of stuff in the future, Pisces. And that's kind of what I'm getting. Yeah. So, the advice in the Eight of Wands is very apropos to this situation. And that is this. And this applies to you and your person, okay? Look at what you're doing that's working and what you're doing that's not working and make any changes. Try something different, right? The definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, okay? It's often called spontaneous recovery in human and animal behavior. You should check it out sometime. It's actually a pretty interesting concept. But anyway, yeah, Einstein spoke to this. You cannot expect to solve a problem if your vibration, I'm paraphrasing, but basically he said you can't solve a problem if you're still functioning on the same level that you were on when you created it. And created it is exactly spot on. Perfect wording by Mr. Einstein. There is no accident that he is called a genius. All right, so I'm going to pull you some Moonology, Pisces. And certainly that was a mini reading. If you want to get into detail about your specific situation, then hit me up for a personal detailed reading, okay? And of course, you know, take what resonates as your story, leave what doesn't resonate for those who need it, okay? Let's get some Moonology, okay? Pisces gang, the answers you need are coming. Gemini energy, that's the second time I think you might have pulled that. I'm not sure. Didn't we pull Gemini energy? I think we did, but okay. Emotions are running high. Okay, this is your feels. Feelings are neither good or bad. You just need to be very aware of them and not let them govern your decisions, okay? You have to be objective, okay? It takes energy work to be able to step into being able to do that. Was it easy for me? No. It's still struggle sometimes. I'm just going to be shooting straight. Yes, I'm still working on me. I will be until I quit breathing, okay? And work through some fears. Scorpio energy for what it's worth, okay? Don't let fear hold you back, okay? Don't manifest what you fear either, because you will definitely do that. You're so focused on not manifesting another this or that debacle. That's exactly what will happen, okay? Let's get you a quote or two from a deck, right? Maybe you're not healing because you're trying to be who you were before some trauma. Well, that person doesn't exist anymore because there is a new you trying to be born, and that is the point. Breathe life into that person. I like this one too. Sometimes the only thing holding you back is all in your head. And you know what? I know from that reading that many of the people watching this, you are up in your head because we talked about that. You're up in your head about this thing, all right? And so, you know, and here, this is always good. I'll leave you with this. You lack nothing. Everything you have, everything you need, right in there. There you go. All right, so Pisces, I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments below. Like if you feel inclined, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Many, many blessings to all my Pisces friends.